virgin? Oh! I don't even know what pussy is. What's up, everybody? I know what you're thinking. You're gonna be like, man, there's one white dude and a bunch of black dudes tonight. And you're like, what's this white dude gonna... There's cans in here?
Can I take it home?
I don't need no yams. I got yams. One white dude, bunch of black dudes. What's he gonna do? Just a bunch of black dudes. What? Guess what? Ain't my first time. My mom was pregnant with me when she gangbanged the Harlem Globetrotters. So I ain't sweating it. It was just... My mom's vagina is the Matrix, and that's okay. I was on Facebook. You guys gotta have Facebook. Yeah, we're all friends and stuff on Facebook. I was on Facebook the other day. People always like to put pictures of the kids on Facebook and shit, which is bullshit. I'm sick of seeing it. I've been seeing sonograms. Y'all ever seen a sonogram on Facebook? Just me. Just my friends. Fuck me. So I thought it'd be cute. I went to leave a comment. I was like, "You have an alien inside of you!" I thought it was funny. Apparently her grandma didn't. She was Mexican, and it was just not appropriate at the time. They did not like the alien comment. Thank God. I'm not racist. I don't want you to think I'm racist. I'm the only white kid in my whole school. Growing up elementary, I grew up in a black school. It was crazy. Went through all sorts of tolerance training. What was fucked up is they told me to see no color. Do not see color. That sucked when I couldn't talk to my black friends for 2 weeks because I was ignoring them. No, I can't. I can't do that. It's really hard. Back when I grew up, it was the 90s. Michael Jordan, pretty big deal. Everybody had Jordans. I wanted them, couldn't afford them. My mom bought me a pair of some rip-off Jordans. The box didn't say Jordans, it said Egyptians. They didn't have no lace holes, they had hooks. The sole was like 2 inches thick. I'm pretty sure my mom just spray painted some hiking boots, black and white, told me they were Jordans. And I remember I was in school, and the teacher was doing a lesson, and like no one said nothing to me at all for a minute. We're doing this lesson, and they were like, "Class, we're gonna do multiplication. We're gonna do some grammar. I want you to do a multiplication problem, and I want you to use that sentence, or use that number in a sentence. The first problem will be 11 times 2, class. 11 times 2. Yes, what is it? He goes, 11 times 2 is 22. She said, very good, very good. Now use that in a sentence. And he said, 22, that's the number on the back of Josh's shoes, because those ain't Jordans. No. You ain't fooling nobody. Now, my whole life, I haven't been that cool. I've always been, the token white kid. Not that cool of a guy. And when I try to be cool, I do what all white men do, and they try to be stereotypically black and say stupid shit that they got no reason to say. And the other night, my friend was at the bar, and he got a number from a girl, and he comes up to me and goes, "Hey man, I got that girl's number, swag." And then another buddy, he was like, "Yeah, I got wheels now." I'm like, "Oh, you got your car out of the shop?" He's like, "Yeah, I was in the shop for 3 months, took 3 months to pay it off. Most expensive tire I ever paid for." Swag! What? You can't just say swag like that. I don't even know where the word came from. I just know you can't say it. I was talking to my friend, I was like, where did the word swag come from? I don't get it. What's it about? My goddaughter, she's in 1st grade, she comes running up. She goes, "I know where swag came from." Please enlighten me. She goes, "The Nazis invented it." For real? How? She goes, "Well, the Nazis will wear swastikas on their arm to let all the Jews know that they were way cooler than them." What are they teaching these kids? 1st graders learn about World War II and racism, and we can't teach these 16-year-olds how to use a condom? What the fuck's up with their education? Seriously. I remember sex ed. I don't know if you remember it. There was a lot of stuff they left out. Like, first of all, they said there was a G-spot. They said there was a clit. I don't know if the rest of you dudes in here remember it. They didn't tell me where it was or what the fuck to do with it when I found it. That's an injustice in education. It should be making love class. People should learn shit. Like, girls, don't use your teeth. It's called education. And then we're going to tell these little kids some dumb shit about, racism, World War II, segregation. Like, I was the only white dude in my school. Can you imagine how hard Black History Month was for me? No one wanted to play with me. No one wanted to talk to me. Can I play basketball? Oh yeah, we'll score all the points, we'll take all the credit. Yeah, no thanks. What? That's fucked up. I remember they finally let me play basketball. I got the ball, I went to shoot the ball, and I got rejected, just blah. It took me like 2 seconds to realize it was my own teammate. And I was like, you did that because I was white. He's like, nah, those ain't Jordans! Guys, on a serious note, don't you guys hate it when you lock your baby in some ice cream in a car and your ice cream melts? Oh my god! And you go out there, the baby's all crying, you're like, I wasn't gonna give you no ice cream, you're a baby! Fuck. Speaking of babies, let's talk about abortion. Now, here's a story, and you're gonna think it's my story, it's not my story. Because my sperm are like Michael Phelps. They swim fast, but they're just high as shit, they don't go anywhere. My friend, he's like, oh man, I got kicked out of the abortion clinic. I was like, what the fuck you mean you got kicked out of the abortion clinic? He's like, oh, I tried to convince them to give me half off. How? Why would you do that? He said, well, I just figured if they only did the first half of the operation, it'd still be efficient. I was like, what? He said, you gotta come get me, they're gonna arrest me. So I came out, picked him up. And then like 6 hours later, his girlfriend calls me. I'm like, yo, why is your girlfriend calling me? He's like, oh, fuck, I was a riot. Guys, let me tell you something about myself. I like muscular women. I really do. It's not because they look like dudes. I just want a strong female. It's because I have this weird sex fetish I've never lived out, and I just really want to live out. And that's, I just want a girl to pick me up on my dick. Not with her hands. I want to be like all Olympic style. Clean. Like that's just all I want in life, sexually. I do love women. I get more tail, or I pull more tail than a retard in a petting zoo. Or I'd like to think so. I love the ladies, but I feel like I'm getting older because I'm not that interested in all the girls downtown anymore. Like, I'm really sick of watching girls carry their heels and get their feet dirty walking downtown and shit. And you know they're real fucked up when they're carrying their flippy floppies? I'm that girl. And that was the first sign I was aging. I knew I was getting old then. And I realized I was really getting old because yesterday I tried to buy a weed sack. So I called my weed dealer, I'm like, hey man, I need a sack. He's like, oh, I'm at work, I don't know. And he's like, fuck it, you know where the key is, you know what to do. When your weed dealer lets you go in his house and just weigh out your own weed bags, that's how you know you're too fucking old to smoke reefer. That's the sign. And weed makes me crazy though. Like I started believing all these suspicions, you know, like the main fucking conspiracy theory, 311 was an inside job. What? Yeah. I heard it too. Weed makes me crazy though. Like, I mean, it balances me out, but at the same time, it makes me crazy. Like, I can't ride in cars with people. I feel like it's Star Wars the whole fucking time. Like, if I ain't driving, I'm just like, ah! Grandma, slow down! And then also, I get like weird pet peeves. Like, if you take an extra cracker or cheese and fuck up the synchronicity of my Lunchable, I will fuck you up. Like, if I get to the end of my fucking Lunchable and I ain't got the right amount to finish it off, we're gonna fight. And the other thing that really pisses me off is girls. I know when you're getting into something new with somebody you're not used to, you're a little timid. But you need to quit backing off so much. I had a girl, she was giving me fellatio. Hypothetically, I did a bunch of cocaine, it took too long. Let's get past that. And she stopped. And I was like, why would you do that? And she stopped. And she goes, well, I just feel so slutty doing this. I can't do it anymore. I just feel slutty. I'm like, once my dick was in your mouth, you're a dick sucker. Like, it's over. There's no more or less. Can't be any more or less slutty at this point. And she's like, you're right. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I don't care about being slutty. I was like, okay. So what's the problem? And she keeps looking over my closet. I'm like, so what's the problem? She keeps looking at my closet. She's like, those ain't Jordans! Guys, have a good night. Happy birthday to Derek. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you got it. Josh Knapp, I was supposed to introduce him as Cornbread McThunder Titty, is what you wanted to introduce him.